Everybody, how you guys doing? I'm doing alright. Alright, everybody. I'm sorry if it's a little bit late that I'm bringing you this today. I've been on trying to handle some stuff from various places, and it seems like one place didn't want to take my stuff before I was paying my taxes, and the other place, it seemed like, had me running around like crazy because they didn't have the forms I needed, this and that. Oddly enough, the number I needed, I actually dialed the wrong number, lots of other things, and meanwhile I was on hold for about an hour without even knowing it. But luckily I was able to clear that up and get on with my day. So now I'm bringing you this. Alright. Officially, what I remember is the Boomerang system was used in the last Iraq War, basically to test where snipers and various insurgents were firing from, and basically Humvees went in and they were able to use a special algorithm on a mapping system to triangulate the curvature of the shot, the percussion, and I forgot all the mathematics and all that, so it's no big deal. But anyways, they have now incorporated this or similar technology in Detroit, which is good. I'm all for it. I mean, you know, if a shot goes off, I think the PDs need to know where it came from. So I'm all for it. So it's coming out of Click on Detroit, and personally, I think instead of this being in Detroit, they need to have this in Chicago. But I'm guessing it's in all major cities, so what difference does it make? This would actually be pretty funny to have locally, because every once in a while, you know, you'll hear shots go off, and you think, somebody got a new gun, and it's 2 a.m. I wonder, you know, I wonder what I just heard. So, but anyways, in Detroit, folks, they have gunshot sensors supposedly on top of lamps. I have not been in Detroit in a while. I don't know how widespread this is. Basically, this is the story. Police say that ShotSpotter is helping drive down numbers of shootings. ShotSpotter being the name of the technology, the gun sensor technology. Detroit, in the 3 square mile area of Detroit, east side, there's been 2,700 shootings in the past 15-month period. Wow, that's a lot. There are just gunfire events, multiple the number by 5, and you'll get the number of actual bullets flying. So, recent in the area, about 24% drop in shooting. Basically, the area saw a 24% drop in shooting. That's due to a particular program called ShotSpotter. Detroit police said even though it has a 5% error rating, they are impressed enough that it may go citywide. So basically, here's the difference police are seeing. A 911 call comes in and takes an officer to the house where the call reported the shots live. ShotSpotter pinpoints the source of the shot, and in an instant, police say it led officers right to the victim who had been shot. So, instead of in the war zones where it leads them to the sniper, supposedly in the cities, it will lead them to the victims. So, you guys get the idea on this. I don't really want to get into the fundamentals of the technology. You can read this for yourself. Deputy Chief Charles Fitzgerald talked on behalf of Detroit Police Department. Basically says it puts you within feet of where the shooting occurred. I've seen similar to the technologies in various other forms before. I think it's fun to actually see the mapping and everything. But I'm okay with this technology. I don't know how well it is when suppressors are involved or, you know, firecrackers or any number of other things. I mean, I know how it works I've seen like the early development versions, I've seen the YouTube videos, and I've seen everything else. The first couple of ones had like 4 or 5 microphones, which would take in the loud noise, and then it would run through a category of sources, listings basically, as to identifying the caliber and everything, and then basically it would triangulate where the shot came from on a map. That would be where, where the victim was, and various other things, and then basically these guys can find out what to do after that. Like I said, the technology obviously nowadays probably better. They probably have a nice small little dish on top, as I can see here, with a nice little padded, probably microphone type device, and it has a 360 degree ability to pinpoint where the shot sensor, or where the shot was taken. I'm guessing probably in a 20-mile radius. So this is awesome tech to have. I don't see it being needed in the current city I'm currently in. I don't really care that it's in use. I'm not happy about it. I'm not sad about it personally. If it helps them, great. If you have, like Chicago has like 4,000 homicides a month, or some crazy number of shots like that a month. They're basically under a martial law program, or at least need to be. And if Detroit thinks they need this, then kudos Detroit, especially if it's working. So, thanks.